took a deal, sign another deal, post up in the hills, on the real, headed for a mill, travel with me still, getting kills, all this pop appeal, got these pop stars tryna popping in, and they getting pop for real, I ain't tryna build, I was tryna lead a meal, getting to it, before I hopped up off the block, I was still going through it, friends doing pills, and came faster than it should've, I was Buddy Hill, shooting at a pace soon as I pull up, dropping buckets, yeah, like it's nothing. In the kitchen chopping onions. Yeah, tears falling down. Underdog is finally overcoming.
What does this team mean to you?
For me, this team actually means a bit of a rejuvenation of my love for karate.
I think it's kind of like a second family. I haven't been on the team for that long, but I feel like the people that are on it have been a part of my life, and a lot of them like I've known for years, so it's kind of like a big family trip almost. I don't know, I just admire everyone so much on the team, and I think it's such a great environment, and it's so positive, and everyone looks out for each other, and it's a safe space, I guess, and everyone feels very comfortable around each other.
I've enjoyed spending time with this team so much. This team is really like when you like line them up, they're all my friends, and being friends is the easy part of a team event. I think some people say, oh, it's like good that you're all friends, but that's the easy part. I think the actual cool part about this is how hard everyone's working.
This team is so exciting to me. It's exciting, and you can feel that everyone's just buzzing all the time, whether it's the female team and the male team. It's all of us together. It's just so exciting to be around. Everyone's fun, it's happy, pushing each other to their limits, and I'm just so excited to see the results that pull through.
It's pretty special, and I say it, I feel like the word special has no meaning anymore just with how much I'm saying it, so I need to dig deeper and find some better words, but this Australian team, men and women, can have the power to change Australian karate, like for the better, and I feel like we can be a really dominant force in years to come, and setting a good precedent for the juniors and the like coming through. So knowing the potential, knowing that we have an opportunity to have a long-lasting effect on Australian karate, that really just like extrapolates the feeling of what this team means.
I think there's still Australia aren't going to be in medal contention, but it doesn't actually matter. Like they can think what they want.
Are you sort of indifferent to it, or does it fuel you a little bit?
I'm indifferent. I don't care what they think, to be honest. Yeah. We've built a lot of respect the last couple of World Championships. The women's team obviously getting ninth at the last World Championships was huge.
Got to repechage, we're expected to, be able to beat some teams. I feel like earlier on in the process it was like, who's Australia, but now people are sort of, like from the older seniors, they've sort of paved the way for us.
The girls who are there, I was like, yeah, they'll do well. They can really do something. And obviously they did an amazing job.
Like, I obviously wasn't competing, but watching it, I thought that, we nearly, beat Spain.
I suppose we're looking for that redemption. We drew Portugal, who we were beaten by in 2018 in Madrid. So we were able to move past Portugal. So that was a sense of achievement. And then we drew Kazakhstan, and we went down to the wire.
For the men's team last year, it just hurt so much. We took them to 5 and we probably should have won it and moved on.
It's a hard one because it's our first time competing as a unit last year. And I guess our results, while we didn't quite go as far as I think we would like, we proved we took them to 5, we could have beaten them. So I guess there's the belief there that we're capable of making it to that podium.
Right, we're at the first training camp of the year. It's being hosted specifically for the teams going into this year. What has the training been like and how's the vibe?
Training has been hot. It's hot in Perth. The vibe is happy, the vibe is good, the vibe is loud. If you can hear everyone back there. We're all happy and talking and the vibe is so good. We're all so together. It's amazing.
I'm obviously the youngest of the bunch, and being able to compete with these guys is like an honour in itself. So being able to like be taken under their wing, go through all of this together, a dream come true kind of.
What has been the focus of this camp, do you feel?
It's really been about, bringing the team together, creating the culture and the synergy. It's one of those things that previously, there's been a bunch of individuals that have come together as a team at the World Championships. This time we're really developing the culture for the teams, specifically and really more than just the individual competitors. So trying to pick the athletes that really work well together as a team.
Especially I think the women's team, we're really starting to come together, figure out who we are as our team. We're supporting each other, we're rooting for each other. There's no underlying tension or competition that there may or may not have been.
Geographically, the way we're positioned, it's difficult to get the team together. So having that opportunity and a number of touch points throughout the year to bring that team together, and touching on the point that I made before, it's not only about the skill development and refining the skill practice. It's about that group of athletes, male and female, coming together, living together, and that's how we're going to build a strong team, male and female.
Whenever you represent your country, you feel kind of a need to perform even better. You still want to do well, but when you're with your team, you kind of are all working towards the same goal. I guess it is that pressure that if you don't perform well, it's kind of letting the team down. But at the same time, I think everyone just, no matter what happens, everyone's really supportive.
How do you feel going into Oceania?
So I think just based off the last year or two, we're probably coming as favourites, which is an interesting position to be in. We've won the last couple of Oceanias, so I guess the pressure's on us compared to them where they're underdogs a bit. But New Zealand's got some talent, and there's a couple of New Caledonian fighters there who are also pretty strong. So it's going to be interesting.
You worried?
No.
There is only one first question, Iris. The opportunity to go to Spain was in your hands. You copped an early ippon against you, which put that opportunity in doubt. Just tell us about the whole experience of that matchup.
When I did get scored on, there was a moment that I was like, oh shit, like. But I didn't doubt myself because I know that I can come back, and I just had faith in my training. I know I've been training to like different scenarios, and that was one of them, coming back from being down. So yeah.
I had full faith in these girls. They are absolutely amazing and they got the job done, and I'm so ecstatic that they did because now we're going to Spain.
I guess that yes I am proud, but you know, it was kind of expected. Like we did expect them to go out there, do their job, and the results would come.
What was the goal coming into the championships?
The goal was to make a statement. That's what it was. The goal was to make a statement and say, we belong at that top level. We belong here and we are ready to go, and we are ready to bring the best of Australia to the world stage.
I knew it was going to be 3-0. I warmed up, I went out there ready to fight, but like, you've got to trust your team. Like I trust my team. I know how good they are. I fought them all, and it's like so good to be able to be on the team with them rather than competing against them. I hate to fight them. I love to be on the same team with them. So
I think something that goes under the radar, especially for the boys, is that teamwork and that camaraderie, because we already show that we have it so much. So everyone thinks, oh, it's just standard, it's just training now. But it's something that needs to be developed over and over and over, and all the way up until the point of competition.
hopefully we can get away together as a team in September maybe. Stay connected throughout the year, talking to each other, and it just doesn't end here, you know. We've got bigger things to do at the end of it.
J1 das Flames movie.
Should we be focusing on the win, or should we be focusing on the behaviours and the skills that are going to enable us to win? My challenge for you is over the next couple of days, and hopefully throughout this week, don't be afraid to just execute. Don't inhibit yourself where you're holding yourself back.
You guys have all the skills, everything. You got this. Whoever comes up against me, they're in trouble. Doesn't matter what game you got, attacking game, be holding game, circle game, I got it. I got you covered. There. Good. Yes. Timing, boom. Oh,
What happens here, this is the training environment. This is the environment where we make the mistakes, we take the risks. And in the nature of what we do, our job is to score points.
Do the right work at the right time on the mat, that's it. Better, much better today.
What drives you to get that next point, to get that next bout, to get that next success, yeah? The drills that we put together are designed to steer you in a certain direction, yeah? I think we just need to be more on, and we need to remain on at the end of the technique so we're ready to capitalize, you know?
Tommy. That's the idea. Very nice. Keep it working.
We have enormous confidence in your behaviours, and we have enormous confidence in your skill set. So obviously in the team situation, we've got the full 5 bouts, we've got the full 3 bouts. We're going to have 4 matches. This is where each and every one of us have got to go out there and compete and stay on from the get-go to the finish. And we are putting the strongest team forward into that championship.
You're giving up too early. Patience, push.
How much fun it is to coach such a great team. I don't even have words for it. It's so much fun.
How do you feel going into this one as underdogs?
Oh, I love that word, underdog. I love that it's attributed to us. Yeah, I'd say we're determined to prove a point.
I was going to say a bit sneaky, like we will fly under the radar a bit. Very unexpected what we're going to do, and I think we're going to surprise some people.
We're not really, I guess we are underdogs, but like, everyone knows us. We're pretty loud and out there as well. It's hard to miss us.
Would you define yourself as underdogs or?
No.
Like the big dogs. You talk about the Egyptians and the Iranians and the Japanese, but we've got it. It's just millimeters off, and a millimeter's nothing.
It will be the hardest thing we ever do, but I think it's like not out of the realm of possibility. Like I think we can all do it. I don't feed into it too much. Like I think everyone talks about, oh, they're the favourites, but then like just things happen, so it doesn't actually matter. It holds no weight over where you are. Like if you feed into it too much, like you either get to like, oh, we're expected to win, or oh, we're not expected to win. It's like it's just going to be really hard for everyone. So just lock in and get ready for it.
What's going to stop you in November?
What's going to stop us in November? Nothing.
Couldn't tell you.
I think doubt. I think if doubt creeps in, because our best is competitive with the world.
Nothing will get in the way except ourselves.
It's going to take everything. It's going to take everything. You've got the best 20 teams, in the world. We're cutting through it all. First match, is going to be difficult. There's no easy path to the podium.
No one wants to lose. No one wants to be the second best fighter.
Like at the end of the day, no one's any different. We're just all people with bodies, and we're a really connected team. It's just, we're here to win. This is us. Like, it's time to showcase that, and I'm really excited for it.
You got to be able to soak up the pain. It's going to be painful. It's going to hurt.
We got to hurt, and it's going to hurt. So being willing and prepared to like go through that hurt and understanding it has been a bit of a message for this one. I think a lot more than what we've ever done before. We haven't really dug deep, and we haven't really had that challenging. Yes, we win a round. Okay, go deeper.
Using everything we've learnt, everything that we know, and ultimately just our fighting instinct that we all have, which is why we're here.
I think that's the quote of the camp. It's going to be the hardest thing we ever do, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. But there's not one thing we need to do. It's just going to be like in that moment, just like grit your teeth and like find a way to do it, because it's going to be so hard.
There's a quote on a movie that it's called The Replacements. He goes, winners always want the ball. And I go for the same quote, winners always want to fight. So I always want that extra fight. If there's room on the mat, put me on the line and I'll fight.
You've got to be brave. Put yourself out there. Do what needs to be done. It hurts. Nothing good comes without a lot of pain. Nothing like that. It's going to be hard. Yeah,
Belief. If you don't believe in your heart of hearts that you can do it, then it's going to be tough. Belief, number one.
The confidence that it's like given me to trust myself, that I've been fighting the top fighters in the world, I think, for the last 2 years to lead up to this. So I think 100%, like we're all can beat anybody out there, I think.
Just do your job. Do your job, and you know, the coaching group are confident that we'll have success.
We're so determined to work as a team. We're so determined to be there to support each other. We're all strong women. Like, no one is put back. Like, we all step forward. We all do our job. We're going to perform well on the world stage. It's going to happen.
Realise how good they actually are as individuals, and then they can put it into the team. Like, you think of how the year Max has had overseas, and obviously you've done well overseas. Yanni's done some stuff overseas as well. Like, I think the doubt is starting to dissipate.
We are setting out to do something that hasn't been done before. And for me, that I know that motivates me. I know it gets the boys ramped up, and I just think that is our biggest thing. We're setting out to do something that hasn't been done before, and I know that pushes everyone.